Hey y'all, hey, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. All right, volume's working. Hey, Andrea, thank you for stopping in. Hey, Montoria. Thank you, ladies, for being first. All right, we're just going to give it a few seconds. Hey, Storm, how are you? Hey, Roxy, thank you for being a member. Hey, Brooklyn Star, thank you for being a member. Okay, so guys, before we get into the YouTube drama, we're going to talk a little bit about some grown up stuff. Hey, Patrice Cunningham, how are you? So, the first grown up thing I want to talk about, of course, is I know y'all have seen that one of the Migos was shot and killed last night. So, I don't know if y'all have heard any details. Just in case you haven't, what I've heard was that they were at a private party. The capacity for the private party was around 50 to 60 people. There was a guest list. They were shooting dice outside of a establishment. I heard that they were at a bowling alley, but when we see the pictures, they are not technically inside the bowling alley. I heard they were out front of the establishment, in between the bowling alley and a bar that had already closed for the night. They were shooting dice, and somehow, some way, um, Takeoff ended up shot either in the head or the neck region. If you've been online, you have seen the pictures. Some people are blurring out the blood. Other people are not blurring out the blood. Shit looks like something off of Boys from the Hood when Ricky had got shot. Very dramatic, very tragic. It was a group of people out there. But mysteriously, at the time of the police conference, nobody had seen nothing. Ain't that about a bitch? So, as of right now, I don't know if anybody's calling a tip line, if they know who did it. But like I said earlier, previously, this was allegedly a private party, and there was allegedly a guest list of only 50 to 60 people. So the people there know who did it. I don't know if they are keeping information from the police to try to do some type of retaliation, street justice. I don't know. We're gonna watch the situation real closely. I've said this a few times to my friends in the background. I'm gonna say it to y'all. I feel like rap, we are watching the decline. We are at the beginning of the end for rap music. If you are a music lover in general, I'm not talking about rap music, black music. I'm talking about all music. If you are a music lover in general and you are of a certain age, you remember at one point in time how rock music was king. I like rock music for the most part. The popular rock music, I like it. Rock music has died in the past 15 years. It's dead. I can't even tell you a new rock song that is a good rock song. The same with R&B. As far as I'm concerned, the only person keeping real true R&B alive that I enjoy is Chris Brown. I really don't see it from anybody else. I mean, people are putting out R&B music, but it's not really something that I enjoy, not really something that I put on a playlist and go back to over and over and over. Chris Brown is the only one for me. So, with all this shit going on in rap music, with the RICO charges, with the indictments, with the niggas getting locked up over stupid shit, shout out to my boo Pooh Shiesty. Y'all know he's down for like 5 to 8 fucking years, and he was so good. Oh, he was so good. At the beginning of his career, he fucked it up. So with that type of shit going on, niggas out here killing each other left and right over stupid shit like what? Maybe $1,500 on a dice game. With all this going on, we're watching the decline. Hey, Jackson Street, thank you for being a member. In my opinion, we're watching the decline of rap music. It's very, very disheartening. I in between all that stuff and just the trash ass new little rappers that are coming out these days, I don't foresee rap music being a force to reckon with in the next 10, 15, 20 years. I don't see it. I They're killing themselves. They're killing their brand. Any parent worth their salt is probably not going to let their children go to a plethora of these rap concerts that are springing up and coming out these days. As if I was a parent, I would be real leery about letting my kids go to certain fucking concerts because I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? They can pretend like they check people for guns and weapons at the door, but we know that's some bullshit. We know if you're famous enough and if you got enough pull, you can get in the club with your gun. Ask Diddy and J-Lo and Shine and them. How the fuck you think they got in the club with that pistol? Because they didn't check J-Lo because her ass was famous. So, hey Deirdre. Deirdre says all trash, in my honest opinion. Girl, all these new little rappers that are coming out now, all this mumble rap shit that's coming out now, it is trash. Kodak Black just put out an album, 4 days ago. He's pissy because nobody's listening to his shit. So I went on YouTube to give the nigga a full free click and view. I went through his catalog. Every song is fucking garbage. Hot, regurgitated, thrown up garbage. I couldn't vibe to none of that shit. So if that's what we have to look forward to for rap in the next 15, 20 years, bitch, it's gonna die. We're watching the slow death of it. So, hey, all y'all, stop lying. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Drifting Daisy, how are you? Deirdre said, "Where are the lyrics and poetry? Gone." Yes, Deirdre, they are gone. I find myself lately reverting back to listening to popular music from the 90s. Bitch, I was in here listening to Chumbawamba the other day. I was in here jamming out to I'm a Barbie Girl the other day. Cause like this new shit, it doesn't reach me. It doesn't touch me. It doesn't give me the good tingly feels like I used to get from music in the 90s and the early 2000s. So, yeah. So that happened with Quavo. Or was it Takeoff? One of them niggas. It wasn't Cardi's husband, so. And also, they are in a real sticky situation right now because all you Cardi fans know it's been real sticky with the Migos this year. I don't know if Offset has actually really broken up with the band, but it was given like the band had broken up tease earlier this year. I don't know if y'all remember, but some type of way. I also think that maybe uh Cardi's husband is in some type of legal dispute with Quality Control, which is his record label. Um, I don't know. Just in the middle of the year, earlier this year, it was some real funny shit going on with the Migos within their group. It seemed like they were having some internal altercations. It seemed like the group maybe broke up, but didn't really come out and say it. So this situation here is just even that much more tragic. Y'all also know that them boys are related. Now I know that I think two of them are brothers and one of them is the uncle to the other one. I don't know exactly how they related. It's some real ignorant ghetto nigga shit, but they are related, like blood relatives. So even if they were having disputes about the group itself and the money and yada yada yada, like this your cousin, this your uncle. So I'm sure all households over on that side are devastated this morning. Bitch, when I woke up and I saw the shit, I was devastated. So, condolences to the family. It's real, real, real fucked up. It's even more fucked up that the shit was over a stinking ass dice game. And it's even more fucked up that he was probably shot by somebody he knew. All right, I'm not going to keep talking about it because I don't want to get choked up. I'm not usually a crying ass bitch, but I am PMSing right now. And like I said, it's a devastating thing. But there's no crying on YouTube, and we're not doing that today. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about in grown-up news is shit's going down over there with Russia and Ukraine still. So Russia is basically saying that they have won the war. I don't know. It's real sticky over there. I hope that situation does not drive us to nuclear war, because if we go to nuclear war, all this beautiful, pretty, sparkly shit that we enjoy as comfortable Americans, all that shit is probably over with. And I don't want it to be over with. I'm very comfortable right now in my life, and I would like it to continue the way it's continuing. But if them bitches start dropping nuclear bombs, all this comfortable, plushy, beautiful, sparkly pink shit is over with. It's going to be some real dreary gray days in the future. I was in the grocery store yesterday. Prices are high. The shelves are looking a little funny. I've heard people saying that their grocery stores, the shelves are a little bare. Here in Myrtle Beach, my shelves are not bare, but they are looking a little funny. For example, I could not find my parboiled Dixie rice that I usually buy. The only parboiled rice they had was Uncle Ben's, and they wanted $9 for the bag of Uncle Ben's, and I'm not doing that for rice. So I ended up having to get regular rice. But there was rice on the shelf. So like I said, we're not bare down here, but it's looking a little funny. Some of the products that I'm used to buying, special particular products, they're not there. Um, the eggs are crazy. I think I paid $3.89 for a dozen eggs. They also had a tray of 60 eggs that was up there. They wanted $18.96 for the big tray of 60 eggs. Bitch, my knees buckled when I saw those egg prices. I knew they were going to be high, but bitch, my knees buckled when I was scanning and I saw $18. I'm like, oh my God. Bitch, I'm about to get 3 chickens and put them in the backyard. I don't give a shit if I'm regulated for the area for livestock or what. The prices are crazy. Crazy. I don't know what bread prices are, because I am baking my own bread these days, because grain prices shot up astronomically, because they call Ukraine the bread basket of Europe. Ukraine is where a lot of wheat and soy and all that kind of products came from over there. Now, why our prices over here are skyrocketing, I have no fucking idea, because it's not like we were getting grain and wheat and things from Ukraine. But whatever, our prices are higher. I'm sure bread has skyrocketed. Brooklyn Star said, I'm getting a deep freezer this weekend. Brooklyn Star, I got a deep freezer. That bitch is full to the top, and my refrigerator freezer is full. So I'm having a trying time over here coming up with different recipes and things. Like, I mean, you can only do chicken so many fucking ways before you are just sick of chicken. And I'm almost at that point where I'm like, I'm sick of everything. I'm sick of everything as far as food. I need to adventure out a little bit more. But I think I do pretty well. But it's just, I can't even, I'll be sitting over here hungry and I can't even think of anything that I want to eat. So that's going on with Russia and Ukraine. The shit's still really sticky. Russia got an ass of nuclear weapons and they are just fucking itching to use them. We got an ass of nuclear weapons, and the powers that be over here, it doesn't seem so much like they're itching to use them, but I'm talking as far as the politicians and the president. The military itself, they're always itching to use their nuclear weapons. So keep your fingers crossed, grab your ankles, kiss your ass. We are in a really sticky time here in America. I know I've said it before. Other people have said it before. If you are not prepared, if it's not even crossed your mind to start getting prepared, then you are probably going to be in the first wave of dead niggas, and I will step over your dead ass body. So, I mean, we've been warning people, those of us who are the quote unquote paranoids, the quote unquote preppers, the conspiracy theorists, we've been warning you all for years that the shit was going to get crazy and sticky. And it seems like we might be right on the precipice of crazy and sticky. I'm ready for it. Hopefully, if they're gonna do it, they just go ahead and fucking do it while I'm still young and my knees are still spry. Because if they hold it off, all this nuclear war talk and all this civil war talk, if it happens in the next 7 years, bitch, I might not make it. Cause 40 me is not gonna be the same as 47 me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the point now to where I'm like, just rip the fucking band-aid off. Either we're gonna do it or we're not. So Mixology said, I cannot with you, prepped and ready, locked and loaded. Bitch, you better know it, Mixology. See, Mixology is one of my day ones, and she knows we've been preaching this shit over here for years. We don't play that shit. I mean, yes, it is I won't call it expensive to prep. You have to be mindful of your spending while you are prepping. It's not hard to do. You know, when you see certain things that are shelf stable and they're on sale, just go ahead and bite that bullet and stock up a little bit. Yes, you may not be able to buy, your big old bag of weed because you spent it on groceries to live, but, there's sacrifices you have to make. Now is the time people have to start making these personal sacrifices because it will help you in the long run. It will help you in the long run. So hopefully, if anybody's in here that's not aware, hopefully you'll just heed a little bit of my warning and just start, you can start prepping at the Dollar Tree. You can start simple, So take $20, go in the Dollar Tree, get some dried fruits, get some water, a case of water, get some canned goods, pick up some extra packs of toilet paper. Start small. Yes, and thank you, all y'all. Stop lying. Get them beans. So start small. If you have a little piece of yard, you don't even need a little piece of yard. If you have a pot with some dirt in it, bitch, throw some old onions in there and let some onions grow up in that pot. So you can have something to flavor those fucking beans in the can. I had a couple of old sweet potatoes that were starting to sprout. Do you know what I did? I have a big pot, like a big pot in here. And the plant that was in it died. So I pulled that out and I stuck them sweet potatoes in there. So, it's just the little things. Even if you don't have a yard, even if you don't have land to plant and grow, you can get a pot and you can get some dirt. Self-preservation, people. As we've discussed before, the police response time is like, in any area, it's at least 15 minutes. So that's 15 minutes that the killer is there bopping you in the head, raping you, doing all kind of shit, taping you up before the police get to your house. That's 15 minutes you have to survive on your own. So just take into consideration that no one else is responsible for your day-to-day survival but you. And if you are a parent, not only are you responsible for you, you're responsible for the little ones as well. Because I don't care what you say, anybody under 20 is fucking stupid and like a walking time bomb. And you have to guide and correct them daily, hourly. So Patrice Cunningham says, save all your seeds, replant and grow your own. Shoot first, ask questions later. I know that's the fuck right, Patrice Cunningham. Especially if the country goes into turmoil. If, God forbid, we ever have to deal with martial law, I hate to say, it's a lot of people in the beef sector that ain't gonna make it. Y'all ain't gonna make it. And I see you dead niggas on the other side, cause I ain't going. Me and my bitches ain't going. I would almost dare to say my chat will probably be one of the ones to where we would have the highest survival rate, because we ain't fucking going. We don't have a plethora of stupid bitches over here. We don't have a plethora of bitches who don't see the signs over here. You know, this beef sector thing has been going so long. I've told y'all, at this point, birds of a feather have pretty much flocked the fuck together. So, shout out to all my bitches. Deidre said, we are ready to survive. I know that's the fuck right. Josephine said, my dad has MREs in his garage from the 80s. Josephine, I got some of my daddy's MREs in the garage from the 80s. And if push comes to shove, I'm opening them bitches up and putting some hot water across them. I will not go down without a fight. Another thing that you all need to know, expiration dates on cans are not always true. I look at can expiration dates as suggestions. For example, if I have a can of peaches and it's been expired for 3 years, I'll open it up and I'll smell it and I'll give it a taste test and I'll look at it. If you know anything about food processing, you know anything about botulism, if you know anything about spoilage, you can tell which cans are fine and which cans are not. If the can is swollen, if it's leaking, anything like that, I probably wouldn't eat it. If the structural integrity of the can is fine, there's no rust on it, you open it, everything looks good, smells good, bitch, it's eatable. It's eatable, especially in times of strife. So, you know, if you do ever run across a old can expired last year, the year before, don't throw it away if it's not busting open, if it's not leaking. Put it in the back of the cabinet for these hard times, because you're going to wish you had it. Exactly, Deirdre. Know how to start a fire in nature. I did this shit earlier this summer. Now, I have never started a proper fire with 2 sticks and a string like how the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts teach you. I've never done it, but I've seen it done so many times watching Bear Grylls and other people that I'm pretty sure I could do it. But I have a fire stick. I have a flint that is on my keychain, and I have another flint that is attached to my bug out bag. I know how to start a fire with the flint. I also have waterproof match necklace, which is, it's just like a little metal container. You put a little bit of lighter fluid liquid in it, not the stuff in the can, the stuff in the bottle. You know, for the Zippo lighters, you put a little bit of Zippo lighter fluid in it. And it screws, and it's like a little necklace. You can either wear it around your neck or put it on your keychain or whatever. And you pull it out and you flick it across the bottom and it starts your fire. I also have a magnifying glass on my keychain and in my bug out bag, because you can start a fire with a magnifying glass. See, Mixology says she has waterproof matches in her truck kit. Because all my bitches are thorough. And a battery. You can start a fire with a battery and a piece of chewing gum paper. I've done it. It's super fucking easy. Like, just go outside and practice these things. So the first time you're doing it, it's not in a time of strife. You know? Create a bug out bag. You never know when you're gonna need one. It doesn't even have to be a time of war for you to need a bug out bag. Bitch, the popo could be coming. And you got a bug out bag. Yep, I have a bike, Deidre. I don't ride that bitches in the shed, but I sure got it. And I got a motherfucking pump to pump them damn tires up. If an EMP ever hits and my car battery's not working, bitch, I got a bike. I'm not miking and iking it across this goddamn town. I'm biking it, bitch. Little things. You can pick up it's Christmas time. They got rows and rows and racks of bikes at the Goodwill for $5, $10, and $15. Rows and rows and racks of bikes at the Goodwill for $5 and $15. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so we got off into the grown-up stuff pretty good. Let me take me a sip of my drink. So now we're gonna get into the beef sector shit. So the first thing I want to talk about is it happened a couple of days ago. So y'all know Pizarro had an epic live a couple of days ago. They calling it an epic live. I didn't really stay for the whole thing. I stayed mostly for Heidi's part. Now Heidi got up there and went the fuck off. Let me try to remember who she went off on. Okay, guys, I'm not working with no notes. I'm working with straight memory and stoner memory at that. Girl, Montoria. They listen, I'm just reporting what the people had said, girl. The people had said Pizarro had an epic live, and she did. I think she got about 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 people in there. So it was a lot of niggas in there, but it was a lot of niggas on the panel. But for me, the star was Heidi. So Heidi swooped down and she was cussing out. Oh, let me think. Who the fuck was Heidi cussing out? If y'all remember in the chat, help me out. Who was Heidi cussing? Oh yeah, Nina Google. And it was somebody else too. Now, I didn't hear anything Nina Google said before Heidi went off on her ass because I got there a little late. I didn't feel like red balling back. The chat was going crazy, so I was trying to figure out what the fuck the chat was talking about. So I didn't red ball it back. But I like Heidi when she goes off. Hey, Nikki, baby. I do. I like Heidi when she goes off, and I like her voice. Oh, yes, Trish as well. Now, one thing I do want to say is that Heidi was up there with the Tar Baby as her avatar. I thought that was very much poor taste. Was it funny? Hell yes. It was fucking hilarious, but it was in poor taste. It was in poor taste. It did make me squinch my eye at Heidi a little bit. Oh, that's who she was going off that I really got into enjoyment from. Chopper. Heidi went the fuck off on Chopper because Chopper was up there claiming that Heidi had doxed him. She was claiming he had doxed her. It was the Who Doxed Who Wars. And she cussed Chopper the fuck out. And then we found out Chopper was beefing from the fucking emergency room waiting area of the hospital. And he's been there for 3 fucking weeks. I said, nigga, not you laid up infirm for 3 weeks, but you trying to beef with somebody? Not only trying to beef with somebody, he couldn't even properly beef with her because, like I said, he looked like he was in the waiting room of the emergency area. He had people around him and shit, and he couldn't quite act so niggerish out in public like that. And I said to myself, myself said what, bitch? I said, bitch, why is this nigga not in his room, in his hospital room beefing? And I said, bitch, you know this nigga is on Medicaid, Medicare. You know, this nigga probably got 2 or 3 other motherfuckers in that room with him. I told myself, I said, self, just because when you go to the hospital, you get a private room, that's because you got decent insurance, self. I said, self, everybody don't have decent insurance. I had to remind myself of that. I had to remind myself, like, these some of these city hospitals, boy, they be putting you in a room with three or four other motherfuckers. The only thing separate y'all is a sheet, if that. So he couldn't disturb his other quote unquote roommates. Bitch, I would die if I had to be in a hospital room with other people. Are you kidding me? Just the morning farts alone would have me flipping the fuck out. Y'all know when people wake up in the morning, they be rolling over and farting and shit. Bitch! Oh, Lord have mercy. I will lose my shit. So that's what Chopper's over there dealing with. He's dealing with illness and morning farts from strangers. So he has to, medley his ass out into the waiting room to even try to beef properly. I'm like, how fucking embarrassing is that? Bitch, after the first week and a half, I'd have checked myself the fuck out. And give it to God, bitch. Because my comfortability, oh Lord, I put comfortability over everything. And that just sounds like such an uncomfortable situation. But Deidre said bedpan odor. Oh my God, bitch, I didn't even think about that. Oh. And I don't know if because it's been like, I don't think I've ever had a shared room at the hospital. I thought they stopped doing that shit in the 80s, but then I forgot these Medicaid, Medicare ass niggas, they just got to take what you give them. Like, I don't know if y'all ever been in the emergency room and it's been kind of like, no, I don't want to say busy. I was in the emergency room with a family member about 2 years ago, and there was a man in the hallway on a stretcher, and he was obviously homeless because, he was dirty. One shoe was missing. Obviously homeless, and they had that nigga in the hallway. Meanwhile, they got open rooms with nobody in them, but they put his homeless ass in the hallway. So for all we know, Chopper could be a hallway resident. That nigga could be living in the hallway. And I was like, it just blew my mind. Hey, Rose Bennett, it just blew my mind. I'm like, how the fuck is this nigga in the hallway right across from an empty room? Hey, Courtney, Miss D. Yes, Nikki, baby, the hallway, girl. I was like, oh, Jesus. And this wasn't no down south country ass. This was like up in Massachusetts, like Brigham Women's Hospital, like nice shit. Ooh, Nikki said we got a few in the hallway now, but we have no rooms left. Girl, they had his ass in the hallway across from an empty room. I said, ooh, they is not playing with these motherfucking Medicaid, Medicare ass niggas. So that's why I assumed Chopper was beefing, sneak beefing, whisper beefing from the waiting room. And he shouldn't have even done that because Heidi was cussing him the fuck out and he couldn't do nothing but sit there and smile all crazy in the camera. Not only that, the nigga had nerve to turn his camera on. Now, y'all remember a few sentences ago, I said that Heidi had the tar baby as her avatar. And the shit was fucked up, but it was funny. Now, the funny part comes in because that tar baby avatar looked just like Chopper. Bitch, they was giving spitting images over there between Heidi and that tar baby avatar and Chopper. And turning on that fucking camera. Bitch, I said, oh my God, you can't make this shit up. And as I'm over here giggling about the shit, Heidi is screaming out the shit that he looks just like the tar baby in her avatar. And once again, Chopper's in the waiting room. It didn't look like he had no earbuds in, so I know anybody who was around him could hear that shit, even though he was trying to whisper beef. Heidi was not whisper beefing, bitch. So it was a whole situation. I left out of there. Maybe I got about a good 30 minutes of that Heidi Chopper shit, and then I left up out of there. Cause it's Halloween time and I got scary movies to watch. I can't be fucking with you bitches this year. Y'all ruined my Halloween last year with this shit. I didn't get to watch no scary movies last year. I said we're not doing that this year. So I really have buckled down and I did get my horror in this year. So after the Heidi Chopper thing, what happened? What was the next big thing? Um, they went back over the colorism thing again during that Pizarro live. I'm just not interested in that at all. I'm specifically not interested in listening to Pizarro yelling about colorism when bitch we don't know what color you are. Well, we know what color you are. You black, like the screen. Like how y'all see my screen right here, how it's not quite black, how it's got a little light to it. That bitch shit ain't even got no light to it. Her shit is just black. I was wondering if anybody in the beef sector was going to dress up as Pizarro. Just put like an old box TV on with the black screen. That would have been a hilarious fucking costume if I was, if I cared, if I gave a fuck about shit like that. I would have dressed up as her ass, but it was a lot of work for a bunch of fucking nothing. So I was just waiting to see if anybody was going to do it. Just cut out a fucking cardboard box, draw a TV on that bitch, and put some black construction paper in the middle and call yourself Pizarro for Halloween. Nikki say, child, the eyes tell it all. So, speaking of Halloween, I did see bits and pieces. I read ball back and forth through Nika's Halloween party. It was cute. I don't think the person that won should have won, though. That was some bullshit. If you ask me, who was that? That Philly Bruja? That bitch should have won because that bitch brought it. That bitch's outfit was the shit. She brought it. She had the chair in the back. Like, that chair was really nice. It was a beautiful prop. I really enjoyed the Philly Bruja. In my opinion, she should have fucking won. But, them bitches is real biased over there. They be giving shit to their friends. Hey, Tisa, how are you? Excuse me. So that's who I think should have won. It either should have been the Philly Bruja or it should have been Duchess Kelly Love, because y'all know Duchess came as the ghost of Chicken Salad Past. And bitch, when I saw him, I'm like, what the fuck is this? But then it all clicked. Like, all of a sudden, everything clicked. And bitch, I lost my shit. I think some Queen of Hearts. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Y'all know her if you hear the name, but she came as the Queen of Hearts, I heard. But yeah, to me, it either should have been, it should have been a tie between the Ghost of Chicken Salad Pass, Kelly Love, and the Philly Bruja, because them two fucking brought it. Kelly had me fucking gagged. Sitting up there eating that nasty chicken salad like I don't eat chicken salad, y'all, so I already think the shit is nasty. And I know a lot of y'all are not Miracle Whip eaters. Y'all are mayonnaise eaters, and that makes it even more nasty with that plain ass fucking tasteless mayonnaise floating around in there. So, oh, Newbie was real cute too. Newbiology came as Harley Quinn, and she really looked it like Harley Quinn. I was like, okay. And the body was banging, so I would give Newbie a definite like runners up prize. Girl, you said you missed DKL. You need to rewatch, bitch. DKL. As far as I'm concerned, like, truthfully, he should have won because it was a beef sector inside joke, and bitch, only those who know will know. So it was real cute for that reason, but for aesthetics reason, for basic Halloween, Philly Bruja took that shit, in my opinion. I eat tuna salad, Courtney Miss D, but I use Miracle Whip in my tuna salad. We don't do no mayonnaise over here, bitch. We need some flavor. Yeah, Harley Quinn. She did look real cute in that Harley Quinn outfit. I was like, okay, come through, Harley. Come through, body. It was very, very nice. And there was some other people up there who were, their outfits was cute, but it wasn't like I push more towards the scary or the very creative. Like y'all know QB is real good for a Halloween costume. I love QB when he dressed up for Halloween. He said he didn't do it this year because he had some other stuff going on. But I'll be looking forward to next year because QB is real creative in that way. And I fucking love it. I do. Yes, mixology, miracle whip. It's people you is either on one side or the other. I've never found the person who really just doesn't mind either. Like I don't necessarily mind either, but I cannot eat tuna salad with mayonnaise. I can't eat it. It just won't go down. Hold on, y'all. I gotta blow this nose. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Hey Jackson Street. I don't know if I spoke to you earlier. I saw you, but I was running my mouth. Hey Jackson Street, thank you for being a member. All right, thank you for stopping in, Deirdre. Y'all make sure y'all check out Deirdre. She is back, and she is back with a motherfucking vengeance. She is not playing with these bitches, and I'm here for it. Okay, so after the Pizarro quote unquote epic live and Nika and her Halloween live, let me think. What happened after that? Oh, thank you for becoming a member, Deirdre. Girl, we be talking hella shit back there in the membership. I know you'll fit in quite nicely. Okay, so after that, it was the oh yeah, I just said it. I just had it in my brain. It was the oh, this whole new begging situation. So y'all know yesterday, it was all about Lovely Love and her situation. Like the bitch is broke, the bitch down bad, the bitch need money, the bitch finna get evicted, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Same story, different bitch. But what y'all may not know is that other begging bitch was over there doing her damnedest as well. That fucking big bubble lip stone belly bitch Tracy. Yep, she was over there yesterday as well, begging niggas if they could spare $5 or $10 so she could go down there and file the papers on Carlos. Now she said she need the $5 or $10 because it's Carlos took his $73 that he was supposed to take and file for the paperwork. He took that money and gave it to the girl. That's what Tracy said. Tracy said Carlos had the money, but he ain't got it no more because he gave it to the girl. I said, bitch, what? So she need $5 or $10 from you niggas so she can go down to the courthouse to file her paperwork. She also said that she had failed, so she need help. The bitch looked big and able-bodied to me, but according to her, she didn't fail. And she need help. Now I don't know if the bitch was talking about actually falling, like taking a tumble, which is a damn shame because I wish somebody would have caught that shit on camera. Like how they was over there beating on Carlos and knocking him all upside the head and bopping him around that single wire. I wish somebody would have caught her ass taking a tumble on camera. I know the fucking ground shook. I know the ground shook. Cause I'm telling you, if you take a 300-pound stone and throw that bitch on the ground, it'll shake. Courtney Miss Bitch, did it be these specific amounts for me? I'm like $73. Bitch. You better take one side of the corner and put Carlos on the other side of the corner, and both of y'all better get the sucking cock, because we ain't got it to do. The fuck? Oh my God. Oh, y'all stop lying. Bitch. Y'all better be glad I'm not on StreamYard because I will highlight that shit. All y'all stop lying says, I stopped watching Tracy when she started her live eating boogers. Bitch. I wonder if that's where all that hardness in her belly come from. If it's like years and years of sedimented boogers down there, just sitting and floating, refusing to fucking digest. Y'all know they say it take bubblegum like what 7 years to digest. It may take boogers 10. Hey Chipper. Oh my god, it's so disgusting. I have to stop talking about it before I start gagging, bitch. Oh my god. Chipper say Brian should have come as Planet of the Apes looking like Loretta and James, Dookie Coon, Leech Monkey family. Chipper, I cannot stand you. Oh my God. I hate one of the people in the back. It is gross as fuck. Oh my God. So, speaking of Brian, Brian did come live the other day and he tried to give Duchess Kelly a little tap back from that ghost of chicken salad pass, but Brian's live, it was a little wah. It sounded like, it sounded like he was trying to be diplomatic, but the crazy kept trying to creep out. So the diplomatic was fighting the crazy. And that's just not a fight that you need to be having internally, out front, and in public. Like, do that shit behind the scenes, nigga. All we want you to do is come out here and be crazy and cuss them niggas out. That's it. That's all. But well, he must have said something that rubbed James the wrong way because James cleaned that nigga up. And James let us know, because I didn't watch Brian's whole video. The shit was getting boring to me, so I left up out of there. But James let us know that Brian was over there considering conversion therapy, basically trying to pray the gay away. Now, if y'all have been paying a little bit of attention for a little bit of time, y'all know Brian has always been conflicted about his homosexuality. He is one of them ones that believes that one day he gonna have a wife and kids, etc., blah, blah, blah. Nigga, nigga, that's wishful thinking, because without you even opening your mouth, an astute female can tell that you're gay. Like, you may have a chance to have a wife and kid and all that shit, but you're gonna have to find you one of them Brianna church bitches. She's gonna have to be as big as Brianna, and she's gonna have to be instituted in the church, and she gonna have to believe that you can pray the gay away as well. But if you get one of us regular, smegular, degular ass girls, we ain't going. You can't even get one of us regular, smegular, degular ass girls, because we ain't going. We ain't going. It's enough of sorry ass straight niggas out here for bitches to have babies with if they want to have babies. And it seems like that's his end game. He just wants babies. He does not want a meaningful relationship with the female. He wants your womb, bitch. And for what? What the fuck are you gonna do with a baby, nigga? What the fuck are you gonna do with a baby, nigga? Ooh, Patrice Cunningham said, I'll leave Brian alone. Well, Brian needs to stop putting his shit out here. He needs to stop putting his shit out here. Talking about electroshock conversion therapy. James said, come on over here, nigga. I got a D Duracell battery waiting for your ass. I got a shock for you, bitch. That's what James has said. All y'all stop lying. Say he needs a therapist for real. And I like Brian. Now, all y'all stop lying. Why would you subject a therapist to that shit? Patrice Cunningham, that bitch ain't no baby. That's a grown ass nigga with gray hairs coming out of his chin. Ask that nigga. How old is he? 34, 35? I can guarantee he got a dozen gray hairs coming out his chin and 6 or 7 coming out his dick. They ain't no baby. That's a grown ass man. Now, he may have the mind of adolescence, but when the police see that big bitch coming, they ain't saying that's no baby. Okay? And that's another thing he needs to slow down on is all this pulling out the pistol shit. Did Mike Brown teach you niggas nothing? That nigga didn't even have a pistol. He was just big and black and they shot him. Nigga, you big, black, and with a pistol. They for sure gonna shoot your ass. And we gonna be singing R.I.P. to Brian. Just like we singing R.I.P. to Takeoff or Quavo, whichever one of these niggas that got shot. So, she said, girl, it's their job, not ours. But still, just because it's your job to be a surgeon doesn't mean that you should be subjected to bullshit. No, I don't agree with that. If I was a psychotherapist, I would have to turn that bitch away because he looks like he would be just too much fucking trouble. He looks like he would not even be worth the little money that Medicaid, Medicare would pay you for seeing his ass. But see, I don't have that bone in my body that is all about being helpful and helping people. I don't have that bone at all. Poor Brian, I just despise the bullying. Bullying who? Who getting bullied? Cause that nigga, anything that is going on with him and people talking about him and fucking with him, he started. He absolutely started. He started with Duchess. He started with James. He started with all them. And y'all only like the nigga because he's funny and crazy. But I can guarantee you, you wouldn't hire that. Who in here, raise your fucking hand if you would hire him and put him in front of customers? Do y'all like his ass that much? If it was your business on the line, would you hire that crazy nigga and put him in front of customers? I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. All that talking to himself and weird ass shit. You know he be doing that shit over there when he's not live. That's just him. And I blame his mama. She fucked him up. Ooh, Patrice Cunningham. Girl. Girl. You may want to review your business practices, Patrice Cunningham, because that bitch is insane. And there's no way in hell. I wouldn't even hire him to walk behind me and pick up my dog's turds as they fell on the ground. Nigga, you couldn't even get work as a pooper scooper over here because you're crazy. You be cussing out the fucking turds. I don't even think it's his problem with him knowing that they don't like him. He just likes to fight. He not only that he just likes to fight, he wants people to believe that he is right and correct, but he has such an issue with communication that's never going to happen. He was on Jay Wilson's the other day, and Jay Wilson and him were having a conversation, and Brian was like, so you ain't gonna let me talk? So you ain't gonna let me talk? Jay Wilson said, you have the floor. Okay, because Pastor, you just ain't gonna let me talk. He said, you have the floor. Okay, because you just gonna jump up in front of me again and say, he said you have the floor. Crazy shit like that. Non-communication skills. But you will hire him, Patrice Cunningham? Girl, he be done burnt your motherfucking shit down to the ground. Yelling at the goddamn microwave with his weird ass. He been picked on and he getting them back. No, he started it. He was over there talking shit. They retaliated. He lost his shit and now it's an ongoing thing. He started it. Now, no matter what y'all say about James, no matter what I say about James, one thing that is 100% true is James doesn't start with nobody. People come for him and he retaliates. And as far as the shit with Brian and Duchess, it's the same thing with Brian and Nika. He attacked Duchess because Duchess was friends with James. Just like he attacked Nika because Nika was friends with James. And people didn't do nothing to that nigga. He just crazy and swinging wild in the air. All right, so let's move on. What else has been happening out here? Hold on, y'all. Let me check my text messages and see. Da, 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 da. I don't know if y'all have been watching, but Vivian has been doing work chronicles from the gas station. I'ma just leave that there. I thought Vivian was a buggy pusher. Didn't somebody tell me Vivian was a buggy pusher for the grocery store? I don't know. Maybe when you have like such a small menial job, you do need a couple of them little motherfuckers to keep it going. So maybe she's still pushing the buggies and she's, selling cigarettes and pumping gas, etc., whatever. Girl, yes, over on her page, she be going live from her job at the quick stop with the whole wall of cigarettes behind her, talking shit on YouTube. And it's crazy because don't nobody ever come in there. I'm like, where the fuck is this bitch working at? Girl, is you in Orangeburg working the midnight shift? Cause it be hours and don't nobody be coming in there. So she's a lot of shit, Patrice Cunningham. Every time it come to that bitch with a job, it's a different job. I believe Vivian got a little taint of Jamaican in her because that bitch, she be doing a lot of everything. OT Danielle said this bitch said she was a buggy pusher. I thought I heard somebody say the bitch was pushing buggies, but she doing other shit now too. Like I said, it's a plethora of shit because pushing buggies alone ain't gonna get the bills paid. Let me keep scrolling. So I don't know if y'all saw, but Bless Watkins had posted Bless Watkins had posted some pictures of herself in a red wig like 2 days before Halloween. And I swore, I thought Bless was fucking trolling us like with the Halloween costume. But no, it was just her posting up pictures. And y'all know she's no stranger to a big ass oversized wig. I don't know if y'all also saw, it was like a month ago. Bless was over there showing pictures of herself when she was a young lady. And as a young lady, she had this wig on that was so big, it made her look emaciated. This motherfucking, I mean, it was a beehive, bitch, like from beehive. That motherfucker had to be 3 feet tall, sitting on top of her head with all kind of accoutrement hanging off the side and shit. It looked horrible. So Bless is no stranger to a big ass wig. And she's still over there posting big ass wig pictures. Oh, I also seen Nicki Minaj dressed up as some unknown fucking Disney character for Halloween. That shit was weird and random. Like, who the fuck dresses up as a nobody ass bitch for Halloween? But then I was talking with my bitch in the background and I figured it out. The only Shell, that's who it is, Chel. Type in Shell cartoon and that's who Nicki Minaj dressed up for as Halloween. I mean, I ain't never even heard of the fucking movie. Weird shit. But the girl is half naked. She got a little what you call that shit? A tube top on and some little Egyptian shit wrapped around her waist with a cloth covering her pussy. That's it. That's the whole costume. So Nikki couldn't wait to put her big ass in that shit. It was weird and random. Yes, I said it. I know I got Nikki stands in here. Yes, the fuck I said it. Let's see what else. I have not been on Instagram, so I don't know if Cardi and her kids dressed up. If y'all do know, if y'all know what they went as, just let me know. Hey, Seven, how are you? Let's see. Mm. Okay, so I want to point something out real quick. So, what do y'all consider? Y'all know when James says he has a problem with people being in the amen section? What do y'all consider the amen section? Because the other day, when Deanna was dragging the dog shit out of fat ass Bree, none other than James Caldwell popped his ass in the chat speaking to people. Now, he didn't have any comments one way or the other about what Deanna was saying about Bree, but he was visible in the chat. Is that not the amen section? I'm just saying, bitch. Offset was the Joker. Who was Cardi? Oh, Brooklyn Star said Vivian is a mechanic now. She's got the body and demeanor for it. She's got that sour puss ass demeanor that most mechanics have. I won't say she has the body for it because ain't no way in hell that bitch could squeeze up underneath anybody's car. Cardi was Marge Simpson. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I would have figured that they would have went as a family set, not him being Joker and her being Marge. Like, what the fuck? That's weird. But whatever. Oh, the Marge look good? Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Like I said, I ain't been on Instagram in like weeks, so I'm out of the loop over there. Let's see. This is personal life stuff. Oh, so I don't know if y'all also seen, but Rick Reed came back again and he made a video to Brianna because Brianna was saying some shit about Deanna and on site April. Now, Brianna was being messy, but it was like uninformed messy. And I was getting a little upset, so I didn't watch the whole video. So for y'all who don't remember, the situation with April and Deanna, it wasn't about April and Deanna per se. The situation with April and Deanna, when they, well, I don't even want to say they had words with each other. It was like a little tense situation for a half a second, but it all had to do with fucking Shelly. And I remember specifically in one part of the video, Deanna said, April, go tell that bitch Shelly to bring her ass over here. I know you talk to that bitch in the background. Go get her. So Deanna was mad because April was kind of refusing to go get Shelly and bring her over in her chat so she could cuss her out. That was the extent of their quote unquote fight, disagreement, whatever you want to call it. But Brianna was over there trying to make it seem like it was like a real problem between April and Deanna. April got up there and told her, bitch, there ain't no fucking problems between us. And Deanna didn't cuss me out. So, for those of y'all who understand and know what I'm talking about, I just wanted to put that part in there. Because those of us who were there, we remember. Pepperidge Farms, remember. And biggest fucking Brianna is, I thought elephants have a hell of a memory. I guess the fuck not. I guess the fuck not. Maybe that elephant needs some CoQ10. And somebody was saying that Bree, I look a little cocked. Now, I'm not no doctor, but I do know, like, if somebody don't have a cocked eye and over the years a motherfucker starts to get more and more cocked and they're a bigger person, it could be an issue with the tumor in the brain. A tumor in the brain could be cocking that motherfucking eye to the left or to the right. I do know that much, bitch. So she might want to get that checked out if it truly is cocking to the left or to the right. I don't know. I ain't seen the bitch in a month of Sundays and I ain't trying to look in her fucking face. So I don't know. I'm just telling you what the niggas had said. They said her eye was cocking a little bit more than usual. That's an indicator. You may want to go get a CT scan or MRI. Well, you may want to contact your local zoo and go get a CT scan or MRI. They got the machines. All right, scrolling. Okay, so big boss bitch Tia. Y'all know that other begging ass bitch Tia? That loud, disgusting disgusting. Ugh. That one. Do you know? 2 days ago, this bitch had nerve. No, it's probably about 3 or 4 days ago now. This bitch Tia had nerve to post that she just got a new cat. Bitch, wasn't you over here begging for medication last week on Jay Wilson's panel? Wasn't you begging for $4 so you could go down to Walmart to pick up your Medicaid, Medicare ass high blood pressure medication last month? But now, this month, you bringing in more mouths to feed? That's why I tell y'all, these bitches be playing fucking games. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. How dare you? Everybody knows that Walmart medications don't cost you no more than $15, but you didn't have that. But now you got funds to be feeding a fucking cat? Whatever, bitch. Whatever. I'm sick of these bitches. And y'all know, I've been telling y'all, I've been keeping it real cool, calm, and collected over here for the longest. That shit is over. That shit is out the fucking door. Them bitches don't respect cool, calm, and collective. It's dragon season, bitch. Any one of you bitches do anything sideways, I'm calling it the fuck out if I don't like it. Ooh, Lord. Dovey is live right now, y'all. And Dovey title say Weather Girl Eviction Party Celebration. I know Dovey ass ain't over there celebrating nobody else's eviction when she's still in the midst of her own. They probably still pulling her shit up out that apartment over there that she left abandoned. Speaking of, Lovely Love said she was going to leave her shit abandoned too. Just leave all her shit. Lovely said all she wanted was her TVs. Once again, these are fucking grandmothers I'm speaking of. Grandmothers. Supposedly the backbones of the family. Woo! Goodness gracious. But you know, like I said, birds of a feather flock together, and all them bitches ain't, them is all Pizarro's bitches. And her ass be over there begging too. She says she the backbone of her family, which is fucking terrifying. Could you imagine? Pizarro being the strong one and the backbone of your family? Bitch. Oh my God. That shit gives me anxiety just thinking about it. She's the matriarch. Shit gives me anxiety just thinking about it. Oh, my people. I ain't even gonna tell you niggas to do better, because if you do better, then there goes my fucking entertainment. So I'm just gonna tell you niggas to keep it up and film more. Show us more. Give us more. Dance, monkey dance. That's all I'm gonna tell you niggas. Shelly over here posting. Shelly posted something 56 minutes ago and say, I just play stupid, but I see you. Who's Shelly talking to? Shelly posted, I just play stupid, but I see you. Who's she talking to, y'all? Ooh, not the gristle of the family. Courtney Miss D. My great grandmother, when I used to get home from middle school, I would be like, oh, my back hurt. And she would tell me, girl, you ain't old enough to have no back. You got a gristle. So that makes it even more funny, Courtney Miss D. You must have heard that too. You ain't old enough to have no back. You ain't got nothing but a gristle. She the gristle of the family. Damn. My great grandmother also told me sitting on cold concrete, get your ass to pies. I'm not gonna explain none of that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Sitting on cold concrete, get your ass to pies. I don't sit on cold concrete, bitch. Ooh, Courtney Miss D said my grandma too. Uh-huh. That's how you know about that gristle girl. Speaking another thing with gristle, have y'all ever seen a nigga eat a chicken leg and bite the gristle off the top and eat that shit too, and then bite the gristle off the bottom and eat that shit too? Like, I've seen it in my lifetime. I ain't seen it in the past 30 odd years, but bitch, I seen it. When you talk about nigga clean a chicken bone, I'm from a place where niggas clean the chicken bone and eat the gristle. I don't eat no gristle though. I'm too bougie for that. I pick through my chicken. You will never see a clean chicken bone fucking with me. I pick all the veins and shit out because I don't do that. Ugh. All the little fat pieces and shit. I pick that shit out. But I come from a place where nigga completely clean the bone. Looks like some shit that's been sitting around Dahmer's basement for months. It's so clean. Ooh, all y'all stop lying. Say my Uncle Junebug do that. And ooh, girl, yes, and will suck on the bone. They get them bones to them little teething ass babies. All my cousins teethed on chicken bones, as did myself. So, fuck a teething ring. You got a wing bone, a leg bone, with a little bit of meat on it. Let that little motherfucker gnaw on that shit and get that little last of that meat off. It teach them dexterity. It feed them. Ooh, Roxy, girl. Roxy said, I cleans the bones too. Gristle and all. You better do that shit, Roxy. I ain't got it to do, girl, but I ain't mad at it. I am not mad at it. Mm-mm-mm. We as a people have so much like little things that are just ours. And I fucking love it. I do. I do. All right, let me keep searching real quick. I think that's about it. I don't think really nothing else big and spectacular have happened that's worth us talking about. Because y'all know we don't give all these bitches play. Just the ones worth talking about. And some of these bitches out here, they can't handle being talked about. So we'll just disregard them. All right, scrolling. Sean Bradley was an Oompa Loompa for Halloween, and that shit had me screaming. He did that shit, and it was so funny. I think he had white eyebrows too by the time he showed up to the party. Hilarious. Jay Wilson's costume. Jay Wilson's costume looked like it had him stressed the fuck out. That nigga looked like he was uncomfortable and hot the whole night. But it was a nice looking costume. It just looked like it had him stressed out. Like he ain't want to move too fast because his booty meat might fall out of that skirt he had on. Oh, let's see. Anything else? All y'all stop lying. Said it's a few that can't handle not being talked about too. And you know what? I don't talk about them bitches either. uh, I'm not saying it was cheap, Courtney Miss D. I'm just saying it looked like it had him stressed out, child. I don't know what it was, but he just looked stressed and hot that whole fucking night. Like, is Texas going through? Is San Antonio going through some type of little late season heat wave? Because he been looking real hot and sticky for the past week, actually. But still, he's no stranger to looking hot and sticky and having that little glisten going across his bald head. I can't stand sitting around nowhere being hot. And not only that, like, why don't he pull the fucking prayer rag back out and sop that shit up? Like, damn, nigga, at least get the what they call it, the blue cum rag. That's what they call it. I call it the prayer cloth. But at least get that shit and sop some of that shit up, nigga. It don't even look like sweat. It looked like he been bobbing for fried chicken. But I digress. Courtney Miss D, girl. Chipper say no dark chicken meat for me, only in soups for the flavor. You know what, Chipper? I'm the opposite. No white chicken for me, only in soup. Or I will eat the occasional chicken tender. That's it. I eat legs, thighs, and wings. I don't like breast meat. I don't like the texture. It's like it's got that. I don't like the texture. It's very stringy and dry. I don't care for it. And I can only eat it fried, cut into tenders. Like, if you give me a whole fried chicken breast, bitch, I freak out. Every time I go to like a KFC or something, I always check my box before I leave because the stupid bitches in there don't know the difference between thighs and breasts. And sometimes they fuck around and give me a breast, and I am highly pissed off. Anytime I don't check and I get home and I have a breast, bitch, I be damn near tears. For real, for real. It upsets me that much. So... Courtney Miss D said breasts have too much meat for me. It's just the texture for me, Courtney Miss D. I prefer the texture of the dark meat. Tasha K dressed up as Nick Cannon for Halloween, and that bitch and another one. Tasha is so good for Halloween. Who was she Boosie last year? And this year she's Nick, and she looked just like the nigga. Tasha does such a good job on her outfits as well. I love Tasha for Halloween. One of my favorites. Round of applause for Tasha K as Nick Cannon for Halloween. Round of a fucking applause. That shit was good. Somebody sent me a picture of Tracy in a red shirt. Looked like she went as the Kool-Aid Man for Halloween. That tracks. Let's see. Anybody else? She did. She looked just like Boosie. And this year she looked just like Nick. It's crazy, but the bitch did a good job. Chipper said the king of unhinged, Jay Wilson lap band surgery has him looking old and hard in the face. Chipper, I will give it to you. Them cheekbones is a little chiseled these days. I feel like, and that's the thing with losing weight. Like, it sucks sometimes with losing weight because you can't determine where you lose the weight. At this point, he needs to stop losing weight in his face. But like I said, you can't just stop losing weight in one spot. It's usually everywhere. So he did show body pictures. I think he's down to a decent size now. I don't know exactly what his goal is, but I would think he's close to his stopping point. Because we don't want to see them cheeks sunken in really any more than they already have. You're at a good point right now, I feel. Now, me, on the other hand, as far as my weight loss journey, bitch, I was fucking around last week and eating and drinking sugary drinks and shit. I said, bitch, I'm hungry. Fuck this diet. Fuck this water shit. So last week I was eating, bitch. So I gained 2.5 pounds. What, 2.8 pounds? So almost 3 pounds I gained back. But today is what, Tuesday? And I'm back on my shit. I'm back on the water. I'm not eating fatty, greasy shit this week. So last week was my cheat week, bitch. I needed a cheat week. And I did. I gained like almost 3 pounds back. But We're back on the grind. We're looking okay. We're looking good. So, yeah. And with that being said, guys, I think we are out of here. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. You know, we've been gone a little bit over our allotted scheduled time. We don't usually come live for this long. But it's been a while. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. So I want to give y'all a little something. Kick it with my bitches. So, all right, guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping in. Have a great day. And y'all be careful out there. It is begging season. Bitch, keep your pocketbook tight to your body. Fellas, make sure you put your wallet in your front pocket. You may want to put your wallet on the same side as your dick lay. So if anybody's over there digging around in your pocket, you could for sure feel it. Okay? Because the bitches is coming for y'all's coin dollars. They coming for y'all's money. You got to watch these motherfuckers. All right, guys. It's your girl, Thotiana. Bust it down. Thank you so, so much, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you to all my members. We will be doing a members only live, not tomorrow, but the next day. And we're going to talk some big king shit back there. We talking about everybody. The bitches we don't give play out here, oh, we're going to talk about their ass back there. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.